Hello everyone, I'm Luke, your backend detective. Today's case looks simple, but there is more to it than meets the eyes. Some packets reach the destination, one suddenly disappears, then the next one comes back just fine. So what's really happening? Is the server down? Is the network dropping packets? Or is there another suspect hiding in the path? Let's investigate. One of the very first command every network engineer learns is ping. Ping stands for Packet Internet Grouper. Its job is simple. It checks whether a destination is reachable and measures how long it takes for a packet to travel to the destination and back. That round trip is called the round trip time or RTT. Ping uses Internet Control Message Protocol, better known as ICMP, to perform this test. When you run a ping command, your computer sends an ICMP echo request to the destination. If the destination received the packet and is allowed to respond, it sends back an ICMP echo reply. Once the reply comes back, your computer calculates how long the entire journey took. That's the value you see as the response time in milliseconds. It's simple conversation. Hello, are you there? Yes, I'm here. That simple exchange tells us a lot about the health of the network. Every ping packet contains an ICMP header. The most important fields are typed. This identifies the kind of ICMP message. For an echo request, the type value is 8. For an echo reply, the type value is 0. Code. For ping packet, this value is usually 0. Checksum. This helps verify the packet wasn't corrupted during the transmission. Identifier. This allows the sender to match replies with the original request. Sequence number. Each packet gets a sequence number, making it easy to identify missing or out of order replies. Finally, there is a payload, which is simply data carried inside the packet. Let's capture some real packet. I will start Wireshark and run a ping command. Here is our echo request. Notice the source IP, destination IP, ICMP type, identifier, sequence number, and checksum. Here is the echo reply. The destination simply changes the type from 8 to 0 and sends the packet back. Watching ping in the Wireshark makes it much easier to understand what's actually happening on the network. Let's decode the ping output towards google.com. Bytes. This is the amount of data sent into the ICMP packet. Time. This is the round trip time. Lower the value generally means lower latency. TTL. TTL stands for time to live. Every router decreases this value by 1. If it reaches 0 before reaching the destination, the packet is discarded. That's actually the key idea behind traceroute command, which we will explore in a future episode. Ping uses only two ICMP message types. Type 8 is echo request, type 0 is an echo reply. But ICMP has many other message types that helps troubleshoot networks. For an example, type 3 means destination unreachable, type 5 is redirect, type 11 means time exceeded. These messages become extremely useful when diagnosing network problems. Let's look at some useful ping options on Windows. -T sends ping continuously until you stop it. -N controls how many echo requests are sent. -L changes the packet size. -A attempts to resolve an IP address into its hostname. -F sets the don't fragment bit. This is useful when checking MTU related issue. -N changes the TTL value before sending the packet. So, what do common ping messages actually mean? Reply from. Great, the destination is reachable. Request timeout. The packet didn't receive a reply. That would be caused by packet loss or firewall rules or congestion or the destination simply not responding. Destination host unreachable. This usually means a router or your own computer doesn't know how to reach the destination. Understanding these messages help narrow down where the problem might be. Today's investigation revealed that ping is much more than a simple command. We learn how ICMP echo request and reply works, explore the packet header, capture traffic in Wireshark, looked at useful command options. In our next path detective case, we will go one step further. Instead of asking, can I reach the destination? We will ask, which path did my packet actually take? That's where traceroute comes in. Until then, I am Lube, your packet detective. Stay curious, keep investigation, and I will see you in the next case. As we usually say, every packet leaves a clue.